Now tell me y'all didn't think that he was done. Now tell me that y'all did not think that he was just going to roll over and take that punishment without still trying to fight to the very last breath. Tory Lanez, while in jail, awaiting sentencing, after being found guilty of whatever he was found guilty of in the court trial against Meg Thee Stallion. Something about shooting against the state of California as far as accusing him of shooting Meg or shooting a gun or whatever he was thrown in jail for. He's come out with a letter to the district attorney, Tory Lanez has. Tory Lanez on that letter is asking the district attorney to do the right thing because Tory is saying that he is an innocent black man who was wrongly convicted and that the people in the district attorney's office, the lawyers that tried against Tory, they got things wrong, they mishandled situations. Tory saying he's going to be forced to come out and expose some wrongdoings. Now, Tory also later came out, I think it was a day or two later, and exposed that when it was stated that the DNA that was found on the gun was inconclusive to be a match with Tory Lanez, and so therefore could not rule out the possibility that the DNA was Tory Lanez, Tory said that wasn't true. Tory Lanez said that he did an independent DNA test and that it came out that the DNA was not his. I guess this was 100% not Tory Lanez's DNA found on the gun. Tory Lanez is saying that there are other things out there too. Now, my I guess my opinion on this thing is, I don't know if this is gonna help, because, or you're gonna have to come up with some more details like that, because your own witness, Tory Lanez's own witness, came out and said that Tory did have the gun. Now the witness said that Kelsey had the gun first, but that Tory wrestled with her and grabbed the gun and that the gun went off when he had it. So the witness that Tory brought into the trial is stating that. So I don't know, so what was true or what wasn't true, you know what I'm saying? Now when it comes to this case, when it comes to this night, I don't know what happened. I, like many people, was hoping that the trial would bring more answers. All it did was bring more questions, bro. Like, this has gotten so confusing. I know that all of them are lying for whatever reason. Meg's story, which doesn't get called out enough, just does not match at all with what anybody was saying. Doesn't match up at all with the facts of the case and what Meg herself said earlier. And not just the part where she said she stepped on glass, but just the whole, how she remembers the night going, arguing, and everything. So this, clearly, there's more to this whole story. But Tory has already been found guilty, and unless he has more information, like the things were just misstated to make him be found guilty, I don't see a judge saying that they need a new trial. And I definitely don't see the DA's officers agreeing with Tory and saying, yeah, let's do another trial. I think we messed up. That's not going to happen. So I think, am I mad at Tory Lanez for doing this? No. He wants to fight for his freedom. This is what you do. You try to appeal. You try to do anything you can to get yourself another case. You don't want to go to jail for however long Tory can go to jail for it, and he still has the potential to be deported, which could severely hurt his career and his money he getting. You know, he won't be able to come out and perform in America. So I understand him trying to do this. And if that is proven true with the DNA, that is something big. I just don't know if that's enough to get a retrial. And maybe it is. Who knows? We'll see. I don't remember the exact date when his sentencing is coming up, but it's coming up soon. And of course, I'm going to be covering that. But if Tory Lanez does have more information, if he does have proof that there were things weren't handled the best, and or that people were just blatantly lying or spreading misinformation so that he looked more guilty, we'll expose that. I talked about the lawyer. I talked about the witness that Tory Lanez had brought up. It was the only eyewitness to the event that wasn't in the car, so completely unbiased, just watching. One of the people that lived, the person that lived in the house they were by, he came, and the district attorney's people wanted to have a meeting with him, and it was stated, this is alleged, that once he came back from that meeting, he wouldn't even look Tory and his team in their eyes. So I don't know what's that about. Now that's some conspiracy stuff. I wouldn't go with that. I would just, if Tory has more proof of evidence being messed with or not representing the best way or being hidden, that could swing a jury in a different direction, I mean, at this point, you have nothing to lose. You've already been found guilty. You know, you need to aim for the fences, man. Do whatever you can. It can't hurt you to try to expose a little bit more stuff and try to get people to look at something, and maybe you get a judge who's like, this don't look right, maybe. But if you ask me what I really think is gonna happen, more than likely, you're just gonna get your sentencing. There's not gonna be a retrial, and it is what it is. What's happened has happened. We can't change that. I think that this whole case was a little iffy. Personally, I think it should have been thrown out. The jury did not agree, and this is where we're at. So, like I said, I don't blame Tory Lanez for doing whatever he feels like he has to do to get his freedom for himself, his career, for his child, and whoever else. I get that. But if you are a Tory Lanez fan, I will advise you, please do not get your hopes up.
It's the WACCast podcast. Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.
Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.
It's the WACCast podcast. Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.
Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.